Hello, everyone. I am the old professor, and I'm really excited today to be here with you to share some of the most beautiful expressions of our Italian language. Italian is beautiful, and there are some things that we want to be sure that you have a chance to hear and to learn with us as well. The first expression is benvenuti. Simple greeting. Soon you'll see what it means. Some of you probably already know what it means. Benvenuti. Try repeating it with me. Benvenuti. That's right. Welcome, everyone. Ciao. I love this expression. It has multiple meanings, actually. Ciao at the beginning when you see someone, the first time you see someone, during a particular day, and then later on when you actually say goodbye. A simple bye is also ciao, and you will see that later on again. In this case, as I said, it means hi. Il gallo, the rooster, is greeting us first thing in the morning. Buongiorno. Buongiorno is a very common expression, beautiful. It can be written as two separate words, but the pronunciation is still the same. Buongiorno. Try repeating that. Buongiorno. It's also very polite to ask people how they're doing. So here's this expression for you. Come stai? Repeat. Come stai? How are you? Response, a simple response is bene. Repeat that, please. Bene. And you can probably guess what it means. That's right, fine. One might also say bene grazie. Fine, thank you. Not as formal, a little bit more informal is a similar expression if you're asking someone how they're doing, simply to say come va, come va. How's it going? Molto bene. It's pretty clear. The kids are laughing. Obviously, they're feeling great. Molto bene. Very well. You see a person for the first time or you're introduced. It's very proper to ask. Ask for the person's name. Come ti chiami? Come ti chiami, which literally means what or how do you call yourself? What is your name? What's your name? Come ti chiami? A complete response is mi chiamo and then your name. Mi chiamo Michele. That's my name. Mi chiamo Michele. Come ti chiami? Practice it. Come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Giulia. Mi chiamo Anna. Mi chiamo Marco. After the introduction, it's very polite to say piacere. Piacere, with a handshake usually. Piacere. Nice to meet you or pleased to meet you. Piacere. Similar, but not exactly the same meaning, in fact, not even close with meaning, is the expression per piacere, sometimes per favore. Can you guess what it means? Per piacere? Please, you're begging someone, you need something. Per piacere. Grazie. Notice the pronunciation of the Z in Italian, like in pizza, TZ almost. The two sounds, the two letters sound. Grazie. Grazie. Thank you. Anytime someone gives you anything, it's polite to say grazie. In response, one would say prego, just like the tomato sauce, prego, which literally means I pray, or you're welcome. A little accident has occurred or something, you got in the way of someone, mi scusi, mi scusi. Excuse me, very polite to say, mi scusi. Someone is injured, something happened that's not very happy, and something needs to be shared to make the person feel better. Mi dispiace, mi dispiace. I am sorry. Mi dispiace. Are you repeating these after me? I hope you are. They're very simple, and once you do this a few times, you'll never forget them. Remember buongiorno at the beginning of the day, good morning? Well, if you want to wish someone to have a good day all day long, you would say buona giornata. Buona giornata. Similar, slightly different meaning. Have a nice day. It's time to leave now, so you're going to say to someone a number of things. There are various expressions used to say goodbye. This one is a presto. A presto. I'll see you soon. At night, going to sleep. The best expression is buonanotte. Just like buongiorno, it could be written as two words, buona and notte. Good night, buonanotte. Arrivederci. Literally, it means until I see you again, or until we see one another again. Arrivederci. Listen to the double R, huh? Can you thrill the R's like that? I know you can. You can just practice by putting your tongue against your front teeth and just like this, up against your palate actually, and say arrivederci. If there's more than one R, you double that emphasis. Arrivederci. Goodbye. We're not quite done yet. Remember what I said about ciao? Ciao at the beginning when you see someone, and also when you say goodbye to someone. A very simple ciao means bye. Ciao everyone, the old professor is back. Today we're going to learn a few of the numbers, just the first 10 I believe, but it will give you an excellent start. Are you ready? Uno. Repeat. Uno. Due. Uno, due. Tre. Uno, due, tre. Uno, due, tre. Quattro. Quattro. Cinque. Cinque. Uno, due, tre, quattro, cinque. There's an expression that I really love with uno, due, e tre. And it goes something like this. Uno, due, e tre. Chi c'è, chi non c'è, non c'è. And what does that mean? It's when kids played hide and go seek. 1, 2, 3, ready or not, here I come. Uno, due, tre, quattro, cinque. Sei. Sei. Sette. Sette. Otto. Otto. Nove. 10. Let's do it again together. Uno, due, tre, quattro, cinque, sei, sette, otto, 9, 10. We're starting again so that you don't forget these very, very important numbers, the first 10 numbers. Uno, uno. Can you guess what this is? Due. Bravi, due. Due. Don't forget to repeat. Due. And what about this beautiful picture? How many do we have here? That's right. Tre. Tre. Do you recognize these four people? Quattro. Quattro. The family is growing. Cinque. Cinque. Notice the way they're written, okay? Cinque. Growing again. Mom and dad and 4 children. Sei. Sei. And the next one? That's right. Sette. 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 Here's a happy family. How many do we have? Otto. Otto. Wow, that looks beautiful. The water, the mountains, and a very happy family. How many? Quanti? How many? Nove. Nove. And last but not least, 10. 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I numeri. Now, as I would teach my students in the past, I'm the old professore, remember that? But I did do a lot of teaching. One of the ways to remember words and phrases was to apply them to a jingle, to a simple tune of music. So let's see if we can do that with the numbers. I'll wait till they all appear and then we'll do it. Are you ready? Let me try first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shall we try it together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bravissimi! Wonderful job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 e 10. Ciao! I think this is the end of our lesson. Ciao ragazzi! The old professor is back. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the colors, the Italian colors, I colori. Bianco, nero, viola, blu, verde, giallo, arancione, rosso. Bianco, nero, viola, blu, verde, giallo, arancione, rosso. Let's repeat those together. Tutti insieme, all together. Bianco, nero, viola, blu, verde, giallo, arancione, rosso. The color blue sometimes is called celeste, which reminds us of the sky, celestial, or the heavens, celeste. And one more time together, bianco, nero, viola, blu, verde, giallo, arancione, rosso. Three more. Marrone, rosa, grigio. Tutti, everyone. Marrone, rosa, grigio. Ancora, again. Marrone, rosa, grigio. Two beautiful flags, our favorite flags. The American flag and the Italian flag. La bandiera americana e la bandiera italiana, exhibiting their beautiful colors. What are they? Blue, bianco, rosso. Verde, bianco, rosso. So the two flags have two colors in common, right? Bianco e rosso. Bianco, rosso. All together. Blu, bianco, rosso. Verde, bianco, rosso. Some of our favorite fruits exhibit these beautiful colors. And they sound even better in Italian, don't you agree? Giallo. Look at those lemons. Limoni, limoni gialli. Giallo. Il limone è giallo. The lemon is yellow. Arancione. The orange is orange in color. Arancione. Arancia is the orange. Arancione. One of the most favorite of all Italian fruits, to the Italians that is, and many others as well, is the fig. Viola, a beautiful purple color. Viola. Viola. And last but not least, a favorite during the Christmas holidays are the chestnuts, color marrone. Marrone. Giallo, arancione, viola, marrone. Now you do know that colors can also be a combination of other colors. Arancione is a combination of rosso, giallo. Rosso, giallo equals arancione. What happens with blue and giallo? Blu, giallo, verde. Verde is the result of mixing blue and giallo, verde. And of course, we have bianco, nero, which can make gray, grigio. Bianco, nero, grigio. Tutti, everyone. Bianco, nero, grigio. What happens with bianco and rosso? Bianco più plus rosso equals fanno rosa. Bianco più rosso fanno rosa. White plus red equals pink. Blue, rosso, you guessed it correctly, viola. Blu, rosso, viola. Together, tutti, insieme, all together. Blu, rosso, viola. Now remember the song that we did with the numbers? Here's a simple jingle that someone put together for the colors so that you would never forget them. And if you apply the names, the words to a song, it's a lot easier to remember them. Shall we try it? Nero, bianco, arancione, rosso, verde e marrone, giallo, grigio e viola, rosa e blu. So the last line, we have to say twice, and, huh? Shall we try it together? I colori. Nero, bianco, arancione, rosso, verde e marrone, giallo, grigio e viola, rosa e blu. Ancora, one last time, once more. Nero, bianco, arancione, rosso, verde e marrone, giallo, grigio e viola, rosa e blu. Bravi! Excellent. Well, it's time again to move on to the next one. But for today, we're going to say ciao ai colori. Verde, giallo, arancione, rosso, viola, blu. Ciao ragazzi! Ciao ragazzi, eccomi qua, il vecchio professore. Here I am, the old professor, spending time with you again to continue our beautiful language of Italian, our mini lessons in Italian. Pronti? You ready? At this time, we get to visit La Familia, a very, very important part of Italian culture and traditions is La Familia. La Familia, you know what that means, right? La Familia. Members of La Familia include the following: padre, madre, figlia, figlio, nonno, nonna. Let's do those again. La Familia typically includes the following: nonno, nonna, padre, madre, figlio, figlia. Or we could say it in a different way. Nonna, very important member of La Familia, nonno, madre, padre, figlia, figlio. For madre and padre, we have more than one word. Madre could be mamma. Padre could be papà or babbo. Shall we repeat these together? La Familia. Nonno, nonna. Padre, madre. Figlio, figlia. And that little guy there is a member of the family also. Il cane, the dog. Il cane. I figli. These are the children, of course. I figli. Figlio, figlia. What are they to each other? Figlio is fratello, figlia, sorella. Can you guess what that means? Fratello, brother, sorella. That's right, sister. Figlio, figlia, fratello, sorella. I genitori. Remember I said there's more than one way to say mom and dad or mother and father. Padre, papà, madre, mamma. With padre, we have an additional word, babbo, all with the same meaning. Father, dad, daddy, madre, mamma, with a double M, mamma. I nonni. Il nonno, nonno, e nonna. Some of you use those words because you have your grandparents and your parents taught you to call them nonno and nonna. What are they to each other? Nonno, marito, husband. Nonna, moglie. Remember the word famiglia, the GL sound? We have it again, moglie. Nonna, moglie. Nonno, marito. How many of you have been, either as a school project or families, how many adults have been looking at the family tree and trying to retrace your steps and where are you from and where are the grandparents and great-grandparents from and so on and so forth. In fact, that's what this exhibit is all about, our heritage, where did our family members come from? Most of them, of course, in Italy. And how did they come and where did they end up? And so we have a way to share some of that information in this beautiful exhibit. But for now, let's just go over the words that make up the family again. Nonno, nonna. Madre, figlia. Padre, figlia. Do you see the relationship? Nonna, nipote. Nipote in this case means granddaughter, but in a moment you'll see that it has additional meanings. Madre, figlio. So nonna, her son is right below there. That would be figlio. Madre or mamma, figlio. The other one also, madre, figlio. They have two children, of course. Okay, figlio. So we see that the boys are the direct descendants of nonno and nonna. Fratello, fratello, they're brothers to each other. Fratello, fratello. So are the kids to one another. Fratello, sorella. Remember the meanings? Fratello, brother. Sorella, sister. Look at this. Remember I said nipote has more than one meaning? When nipote was referring to the nonna, grandmother, that was grandchild or granddaughter. Now, in relationship to the uncle, zio, she's a niece. Zio, nipote. Zio, nipote. Likewise, zia, nipote. The word doesn't change. She's still the niece to this couple here, who are the uncle and aunt. Zio, zia. The children are what to one another? They're cousins, right? So when you're doing the family tree, you have all of the relationships starting with grandparents, sometimes starting with great-grandparents, all the way down. And so in this case, we have cugino, cugina. The girl is cugina, cousin, girl cousin. Cugino is the boy cousin. All right. They all have something in common, nonno and nonna. Nonna, you see the other family has a child, nipote, grandson. Nonna, nipote. He is the son of the couple up above, madre, figlio. Madre or mamma, figlio. On the other side, the other family, this young man is nipote and his uncle, zio. Okay? Zio, nipote. So once again, the word nipote has two meanings: grandchild, grandson or granddaughter, and also nephew or niece. And of course, nonno and nonna are what to each other? Marito e moglie. Marito, husband, moglie, wife. Marito, moglie. And here we have the family again. Shall we start? Let's repeat the words. Madre, mamma. Padre, papà. Figlia, figlio, sorella, fratello, nonna, nonno. Di nuovo, again, once again. Madre, mamma. Padre, papà. Notice the accent mark, the little mark on top of the A that indicates that you stress that particular letter. Papà. Figlia, figlio, sorella, fratello, nonna, nonno. Let's continue. Zia, zio, cugina, cugino, nipote, nipote, moglie, marito. You notice the difference in meanings? Zia, zio, cugina, cugino, nipote, nipote, moglie, marito. And once again, we have our family ready to say bye to all of us. Until the next time, ciao! Ciao a tutti! Hello everyone, il vecchio professore ritorna, the old professor returns. At this time, we're going to look at a section or a mini lesson, which is Italian words in English. Ready? Pronti? There are two kinds of words that are the same in both languages, Italian and English, and with the same meaning. We also have words that are the same, but with different meanings. Once you see these, you will recognize them. Just keep in mind, some have same meaning, while others have different meanings. Same word, same meaning. Many words have to do with food. You know some of these. Spaghetti, pizza, cappuccino. My favorites. I bet they're your favorites as well. At least some of these. Spaghetti. Notice the double T. Spaghetti. Pizza. You really stress that Z. Pizza. Cappuccino. Look at all the double consonants, huh? Spaghetti, pizza, cappuccino. I'm getting hungry. In music, we have a similar situation. We have words with the same meaning. And once again, I know you know some of these, maybe all of them. Ballerina, opera, soprano. Ballerina, opera, soprano. Ballerina, opera, soprano. Other Italian words in English include the following. Again, we're still same word, same meaning. Graffiti, inferno, influenza. The pronunciation, of course, is in Italian, but the meaning is the same. Graffiti, inferno, influenza. Graffiti, inferno, influenza. We have a few more Italian words for you. Here we go. Veranda, zebra, zero. Once again, same meaning. Pronunciation in Italian, of course, is different from the English, but the meaning is the same. Veranda, zebra, zero. Are you repeating? Let's try it again. Veranda, zebra, zero. Bravi. Different meanings. You look at a word in Italian and you think, oh, I know what that means. Well, be careful. Attenzione, attention. We have some words that are spelled exactly the same, but the meaning is different. See that? Camera in Italian is a bedroom. In English, it's a camera for taking photos. Camera, camera. Confetti, confetti. What do you think this means? Aha! These are the Italian candies typically given at weddings, at Italian weddings. They're the so-called Jordan almonds, almond-covered candy. In English, confetti is something totally different. Pronunciation in Italian, confetti, confetti. Two different meanings. Latte, What do you think it means? In Italian? Milk. In English? It's a coffee drink. Both delicious, two different things. Latte. Panini. I hear this so much. In fact, I would like a panini sandwich, please. That's redundant. I'll tell you why in a minute. Panini. In Italian, it is a regular sandwich, non-grilled usually. In English, it's a grilled sandwich. But regardless, panini is plural for sandwich or sandwiches. Okay? Il panino, one sandwich. Panini. So if you say I want panini sandwiches, you're saying I want sandwiches. So let's try not to do that, okay? You're learning Italian, and by the time we finish, you will be experts. Panini. Peperoni. Peperoni. Different meaning. Italian peppers. A type of meat. The type we put on pizza. Pepperoni. Huh? Peperoni with a single P. In Italian, it's peppers, the vegetable. In English, it's a type of meat. Let's look at these words again. Remember the meanings. Okay? On one side, we have opera, ballerina, cappuccino, pizza, spaghetti. At the top, soprano, graffiti, inferno, influenza, veranda, zebra, zero. Peperoni, panini, latte, confetti, camera. Now, before we say ciao, do you remember the difference in meanings? Let's go over these again and try to think about what they mean. Soprano, opera, ballerina, cappuccino, pizza, spaghetti, camera, confetti, meanings is changing here. The meanings are changing. Latte, panini, peperoni. Now back to the same meaning. Zero, zebra, veranda, influenza, inferno, graffiti. Now we can say ciao. Ciao a tutti. Ciao di nuovo a tutti. Hello once again, everyone. Il vecchio professore is back. We're going to address a very important aspect of Italian life and language and culture, which are the Italian proverbs. These are expressions that have been with us, with the Italians, for many, many generations and still practiced very much today. Proverbi italiani. First one is one of my favorite. A tavola non si invecchia mai. A tavola non si invecchia mai. At the table, one never gets old. It feels that way. We spend so many hours at the table, and I guess as long as one is enjoying good food and great company, you don't feel like you're actually aging at all. A tavola non si invecchia mai. A ogni uccello il suo nido è bello. This is so true. So true. A ogni uccello il suo nido è bello. Birds nest beautiful. Guess what that means? Each bird thinks its own nest is beautiful, or basically, there is really no place like home. A ogni uccello il suo nido è bello. Far di una mosca un elefante. Love this expression. Mosca is a fly, very tiny as compared to an elephant, elefante. And what does it mean? To make an elephant out of a fly, or basically to make a mountain out of a molehill. Non è tutto oro quello che luccica. We have the expressions oro or gold, luccica, to shine. And what does this mean? All that glitters is not gold. So true. We have experienced that many times. Something appeared to be one thing, and in reality it's really another. Non è tutto oro quello che luccica. Waiting for the next lesson to appear, or the next proverb. Dimmi con chi vai e ti dirò chi sei. So here we have these cute little birds, some cute birds, some tasty birds, the turkeys. Why do we have birds on the slide? What does it really mean? Dimmi con chi vai e ti dirò chi sei. Tell me the company you keep, and I'll tell you who you are. Sometimes that is very true. In other words, birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Dimmi con chi vai e ti dirò chi sei. Noi non potremo avere perfetta vita senza amici. Kids together, smiling. They appear to be good friends, very good friends. So what does this proverb signify? We cannot have a perfect life without friends. According to Dante Alighieri, the author of the Divine Comedy, a belief that all of us have, Italians for sure. Be surrounded by very good friends, and you will have a perfect life. Noi non potremo avere perfetta vita senza amici. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. A man is trying to fish but fell asleep, so maybe he didn't catch any fish. Well, let's see what the English version of this is. Those who sleep never catch any fish. I guess the Italians believe that. In English, you snooze, you lose. Non c'è rosa senza spine, rose and thorns. There is no rose without thorns. Meaning what, really? Because there are roses without thorns, it means that nothing is perfect in life. Chi va piano, va sano e va lontano. Another very important expression in Italian family life, and I hear this so many times even today. The one who goes slowly goes safely and goes far. In other words, haste often makes waste. Una cena senza vino è come un giorno senza sole. A perfect expression, and many, many Italians agree. A meal without wine is like a day without sunshine. It feels that way. Una cena senza vino è come un giorno senza sole. Wine is very important to the Italian family, and of course, sunshine is important to all of us. It's life. La vita è troppo breve per mangiare e bere male. This group is having a wonderful time around food and wine. And so this expression has very, very special meaning. La vita è troppo breve per mangiare e bere male. Life is too short to eat and drink poorly, so enjoy each and every day. In bocca chiusa non entrano le mosche. Flies, mouth, closed mouth. What does that have to do with anything? Why are flies happening in this particular proverb? In a closed mouth, flies don't enter. Or, what does it really mean? We don't want flies in our mouths anyway, but silence is golden. Be careful what we say. Silence is golden. And oftentimes, no word is better than a word that may be offensive to someone or may cause some difficulties with someone. In bocca chiusa non entrano le mosche. L'erba del vicino è sempre più verde. Even the cow believes that. I think you guess what this means. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Literally, it means the neighbor's grass is always greener. Snoopy's message to us is very simple. 3 very simple expressions. Mangia bene, that's the first one. Ridi spesso, second. Ama molto. Eat well, laugh often, love much. Again, mangia bene, ridi spesso, ama molto. We're at the end of this lesson. Ciao ragazzi, until next time. Arrivederci. Buongiorno, il vecchio professore è ritornato. The old professor has returned to share with you one more mini lesson about our beautiful Italian language and culture. This one is Italian superstitions. Superstizioni italiane. Superstizioni italiane. Do not fear the number 13, the Italians tell you. Italians and Italian Americans, the number 13 is an extremely lucky number, especially for gambling. So 13 is not something to be, or a number to be feared by the Italians. The Italians love the number 13. Tredici. We haven't learned that number yet, but I'll tell you anyway. Tredici. The number 13 is associated with the goddess of fertility, who controls the lunar cycles which bring prosperity. Lucky 13. Avoid the number 17, 17, at all costs. Did you know that? Written in Roman numerals, there it is, 17 in Roman numerals, it can be rearranged to spell the Latin word vixi, which means I have lived. And death may be just around the corner. That's pretty scary. I can see why we should avoid number 17. Italians believe that you should avoid number 17, 17. The number is considered so unlucky that many hotels do not have a 17th floor. Interesting. Many hotels in Italy do not have a 17th floor. Another one, and you may have seen the expression where a person puts the index finger under the eye, watch out for the evil eye. One of the most well-known Italian superstitions is the malocchio, malo or male, which is bad, occhio, which is eye, the word for eye. It is a curse cast upon a person through an evil look from someone who is envious. The word male and occhio translate to bad and eye, or the evil eye. Malocchio. Malocchio. The malocchio curse can cause sufferers misfortune. Making the sign of the cross can help, some say. Many Italians also wear a corno, a horn-shaped necklace, to ward off the curse. Corno. I've seen these around necklaces in many people. So this is something that the Italians believe. The reason for wearing something like this is, again, to ward off the curse of the malocchio. Knock on iron. Chances are you've heard the phrase knock on wood and found a piece of wood to ward off bad luck. Knock on wood, Italians don't say knock on wood. They say tocca ferro, or touch iron, and then find a piece of iron to touch to ward off bad luck. Something new we learn each and every day. So instead of knocking on wood, the Italians say tocca ferro, tocca ferro. Some believe in the superstition so much that they even carry a nail in their pocket. So they always have iron within reach. Very interesting. Be wary of spilling salt or olive oil. Many people know about salt, but olive oil? Spilling salt or olive oil will bring bad luck, according to Italians and Italian Americans. Luckily, tossing a pinch of the spilled salt over your left shoulder or dabbing a bit of spilled oil behind each ear is believed to counteract the bad luck. So just remember that. Salt over the left shoulder, okay, and the oil, dabbing it behind each one of the ears, each one of your ears. So even though it may happen, you can still protect yourself by doing those things. Some believe it is unlucky because both salt and oil are expensive. They're very important ingredients in Italian cuisine. Others believe that the devil tends to stay on the left side of a person. So tossing the salt over your left shoulder would hit the devil directly in his eyes, stopping him in his tracks. Never wish for good luck. What does that mean? Don't wish for good luck. Well, in American culture, you'll often hear performers say break a leg rather than wishing another good luck. So it's not just in Italian culture. In Italian superstitions also believe that wishing good luck will do the opposite and bring misfortune. So what do the Italians say instead? In bocca al lupo, which means in the mouth of the wolf. And the response is crepi. And here's the translation in English. Instead of telling others good luck, Italians say in bocca al lupo, as I've just indicated, which translates in the mouth of the wolf. The other person should avoid saying grazie in this case. Remember, grazie is typically okay and polite to say to someone who wishes you something good. However, in this case, you need to say crepi, or which means may the wolf die. So once again, in bocca al lupo generates the response crepi. And this is typically done when you wish someone good luck. Treat bread with respect. Bread is very important in the Italian family, on the table, the food, the different meals. Italians love their wine, cheese, and bread. It is believed that when baking bread, the dough should be blessed before putting it in the oven. One more belief, and my father always reminded us of this one. If a family goes to a supermarket, buys a loaf of bread, and for whatever reason is not able to afford the bread, can't pay anything for it, the supermarket owner, the baker, whomever, will give the bread and do not expect anything in return. Bread is sacred, and everyone should have bread and should not have to pay for it. So this is another something to remember about the importance of bread. Also, one should not put the baked loaf of bread upside down on the table. In some families, bread should be torn and not cut with a knife. So some of these additional stories have to do with a very important aspect of Italian culture and the meals that Italians enjoy, and that is bread, which is pane, il pane. Do not toast with water. Never toast with water at a wedding, at a special event, any celebration. The Italians do not believe. If you have nothing in your glass, don't toast at all. Otherwise, it has to be with what? Vino. When making a toast in Italy, it is considered unlucky to do so with water. When doing so, do as the locals do. Make your toast with wine. And be sure to look into the eyes of the other person. Never away. So do not toast with water and don't look away. Toast with wine and look in the person's eyes. One more, I believe. Do not put your hat on a bed. I wonder why this is important. This is a superstition that isn't heard of too much. When in Italy, be careful where you put your hat if you're wearing a hat of any type, a cap or a hat. Putting it on a bed is considered unlucky. Perché? Why? It is associated with death. This is what the priest does when he comes to offer his final prayers at a person's home, when a person is very ill and may not live much longer. At some funerals, the hat of the deceased is placed on top of the coffin. Now we know why you don't put a hat on a person's bed. Avoid brooms. Well, brooms are good. They're very important. They help us sweep and clean. Single people need to get out of the way when someone starts cleaning the house. This is a belief that I've heard for so many years, when I was a child. Again, avoid brooms, single people especially. Why? If someone brushes your feet by accident with a broom, you will never get married, or so they believe. So, a single person, stay away from brooms. That'll give you a chance not to clean anything and let somebody else do it. Eat lentils on New Year's Eve. Lentils, lenticchie, lenticchie. Italians celebrate New Year's Eve. It's a big feast. It's called un cenone, not just cena, supper, but cenone, a huge cena. Lentils are usually served because they are considered to bring prosperity. And they look like coins. Lentils are flat, they do look like coins. Lenticchie are very good and very much enjoyed on New Year's Eve. By themselves? Not really. The lentils are cooked with onions, garlic, herbs, tomatoes, and olive oil. And they're delicious once they're prepared that way. They're commonly served with either cotechino, which is an Italian pork sausage, or zampone, a stuffed pig's hoofs, which are also delicious. Again, prepared properly, cotechino, zampone are delicious, wonderful meals, wonderful dishes on New Year's Eve with lentils, lenticchie. On wedding day, don't look in the mirror. In Italy, it's considered bad luck for the bride to catch a glimpse of herself before arriving at the wedding ceremony. Did you know that? So there will be no bad luck at the wedding. The bride has to take off an earring or a glove. So don't look in the mirror, remove an earring or a glove, so there will be no bad luck at all at the wedding. A very special day. We have reached the end of this lesson and all of the lessons for now. And so I have really enjoyed sharing these wonderful expressions, words, traditions with you. And I hope you'll remember them and review them. And next time we meet, you will be fluent in Italian, I'm sure of it. Arrivederci a tutti, grazie mille, ciao.